in South Carolina, I heard the blow, whistle blow.
So where are you from?
You know, when Indian people get together, you know, one of the first questions we always ask each other is, you know, where are you from? And so I come from New Mexico, but my mom's folks came from Oklahoma. They're Cherokee. And my father's folks were Lakota, and they're from South Dakota. So my mother's grandparents were born in Indian Territory, which is now the state of Oklahoma. And my mom moved to New Mexico before I was born with my sister to find a better job in New Mexico. And so I was born in Gallup, Mexico on January the 2nd in 57. And my dad happened to meet my mom in Gallup, or around Gallup, because he had moved there after the war and was working for the Navajo police force as a sergeant. And so they met, and then he left shortly thereafter, and I didn't meet him again until I was in my mid-20s in Cleveland, Ohio, of all places.
Wow.
You know.
I never knew that.
You never knew that? Yeah, okay.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. But it was hard because I knew I was Indian, but I couldn't speak Indian. And so my Navajo friends and people I grew up with and the Zuni people where Mom was teaching when I was born, they always asked me, why don't you speak your language? You look like you're Indian, but you can't speak Indian. And I was like, because I don't know. And it's so sad, you know, when you're growing up and you lose your language like that. Just because of the circumstances, you know, just a twist of fate, sort of, that some of us are deprived of that really essential quality of our character. So, when I got out of law school, I did learn some Lakota at my first job back on my reservation. But my mom never spoke to me in Cherokee because I think she was sort of ashamed of it, in a sense. And my grandmother was the last living person in our family to speak Cherokee fluently. She had moved to Zuni to actually establish a Southern Baptist mission on the Zuni Pueblo. It was the first Southern Baptist church established in Zuni, New Mexico back in the 50s. And so we lived there until I started school, and my sister had moved on to, she graduated from Zuni High School, and then when she graduated and went to UNM, then we moved to Gallup, New Mexico, and that's where I started my school in Gallup. And Mom taught in McKinley County for 30 years. Wow. 32 years, actually, yeah. I've been having some hard traveling, I thought you knowed. I've been having some hard traveling way down the road. I've been having some hard traveling, hard rambling, hard gambling, and I've been having some hard traveling long. I've been riding the flat pastures, I thought you knowed. I've been riding the flat wheelers way down the road. Blind pastures, dead enders, cinders. I've been having some hard traveling long. Well, hard and tunnel, I thought you knowed. I've been pulling red hot slag way down the road. I've been blasting, I've been firing, I've been pulling red hot iron, I've been hitting some hard traveling load. Yeah, I've been walking that Lincoln Highway, I thought you knowed. I've been hitching that 66 way down the road. Heavy load, worried mind, I'm looking for a woman that's hard to find, and I've been hitting some hard traveling load. Some hard harvesting, I thought you knowed. North Dakota, Kansas City, way down the road. Busting that wheat, stacking that
make $5 a day, and I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. Yeah, I've been rocking that ship from jail. I thought you'd know. I've been laying down 90 days way down the road. Mean old judge, she says to me, that's 90 days for vagrancy, and I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. Yeah, I've been having some hard traveling. I thought you'd know. I've been having some hard traveling way down the road. I've been having some hard traveling, hard rambling, hard gambling, and I've been having some hard traveling, Lord.
How did you get here?
How did I get up here? Well, it's that's crazy because, as you know, I do a lot of work in Hawaii. While I was there, I met my friend Otis. There was a guy, Otis Bush, who I met there, who hung out at the Hala where I was staying. And so we just became good friends. We did a lot of crosswords together, went to the beach, and just hung out together. And then when I came back to Albuquerque, I wrote Otis, and I asked him whether or not Evergreen was hiring adjuncts or visiting professors, and he said, well, let me see, my aunt works in financial aid, and can you send me your CV? So I sent it to him, and he took it to his aunt, and she took it to Alan Parker. So Alan called me, and we talked about the program, and I thought about it for a while. And the reason why I really even decided to apply for the job was an opportunity to work with Alan, because he's so well known and has done such great work in Indian country all his life. That to have an opportunity to work with somebody of that stature and character and commitment to Indian law and Indian people was just something I couldn't turn down. And so I went ahead and applied, and I got a call back from the provost about a week afterwards, and they offered the job. And so I accepted it, and my friend Tim Lee, who's a coach of the Navajo, friend of mine, volunteered to drive me up here in his little Ford pickup truck. So we loaded the truck up and left on July the 1st, 2010, and got Tumwater to the Motel 6 on July the 3rd. And so it really is, it just kind of boils down to, I guess you could say, a simple twist of fate. That's why I was here.
They sat together in the park as the evening sky got dark. She looked at him, he felt a spark tingle to her bones. 'Twas then she felt alone, wished that she'd gone straight and forgot about that simple twist of fate. They walked alone by the old canal, a little confused, I remember well. Stopped into a renovated hotel with a neon burning bright. She felt the heat of the night hit her like a freight train moving with a simple twist of fate. A saxophone someplace played as she was walking on by the arcade. She heard the melody rise and fade. The sun was coming up. She dropped a coin into the cup of a blind man at the gate and forgot about that simple twist of fate. He woke up and she was gone. He didn't see nothing but the dawn. Got out of bed and put his clothes back on, pushed back the blinds, found that note she left behind, but he could not concentrate on anything except a simple twist of fate. along those city blocks. Hunts are down by the waterfront docks where the sailors all come in. Maybe she'll get out again. How long must he wait? One more time for a simple twist of fate. People tell me it's a crime to remember her for too long a time. She should have caught me in my prime. She would have stayed with me instead of going back off to sea and leaving me too many plays upon that simple twist of fate.
What did you learn?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you experience?
Wow, it's been a wild 3 years, but really, you know, I mean, it's been quite an enjoyable experience. I learned a lot. You know, I didn't learn a lot. I didn't know anything about public administration when I moved up here, but I did learn a lot about the discipline, about the practice of public administration. I learned a lot about the culture and the people here. It's so different to move to a new area totally foreign to what you're used to. And the climates between Albuquerque and the Puget Sound are just entirely opposite. And so getting used to the weather was a big issue, but getting a chance to know the people up here and get to experience part of the culture and learn more about that has just been tremendous. You know, I was able to go out to Squaxin during the canoe journeys and worked out there all week helping sort trash. And never had a better time sorting trash in my life. From 6 o'clock in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon, we worked on the recycling and to reduce the amount of stuff going into the landfill. But on the final afternoon, I was able to get to the protocol tent, and I had never witnessed and took in the beautiful dancing and storytelling that I saw that day, and it was just tremendous. It was just what really impressed me and gave me a lot of reason for hope for the future up here is all the young people who are learning their language, who are learning their songs, and just a few years back they weren't doing that. And it's just incredible the commitment and the dedication people have now. That really touched me greatly. In terms of Evergreen, you know, I think that I really like the style of learning that Evergreen puts forward in terms of taking the pressure of earning letter grades away from you and letting you learn what you want to learn and become much more free from just the, you know, sort of the specter of getting a C grade or something. You don't have to worry about grades here. I really appreciate that. But the other aspect I really like is the seminaring that goes on here, and also the collaborative nature of learning that's stressed at Evergreen. You know, we hope that we continue the tradition. I hope that the Tribal MPA continues the tradition to work with the general cohort to meet once a quarter, as we did at the Longhouse, and we brought the two groups together to discuss and to explore an issue that's common to both groups, and that was the Violence Against Women Act. Just from that experience, that from my own personal point of view, that things are broken in Indian country. We have a serious problem with domestic violence within our communities. We're also still living under a specter, even at this late date of time in history, of plenary power, of the power of the Supreme Court and its holdings, its rulings, that still limit us as indigenous people to fully self-determine our futures and to self-govern ourselves. So there's a lot of things that need to be done in Indian country, but we just have to keep trying to make things better and to fight for justice whenever we can.
Broken lines, broken strings, broken threads, broken springs, broken idols, broken heads, people sleeping in broken beds. Ain't no use jiving, ain't no use joking. Everything is broken. Broken bottles, broken gates, broken switches, broken gates, broken dishes, broken pots. Streets are filled with broken hearts, broken words never meant to be spoken. Everything is broken. Seem like every time you stop and turn around, something else just hit the ground. Broken colors, broken laws, broken buckles, broken laws, broken bodies, broken bones, broken voices on broken phones. Take a deep breath, feel like you're choking. Everything is broken. Every time you leave and go off someplace, things fall to pieces in my face. Broken hands on broken plows, broken treaties, broken vows, pipes, broken tools, people bending, broken rules, hound dog howling, bullfrog croaking. Everything is broken.
Do you have any advice to give to the tribal cohort?
Yeah, I'm not much one to give advice really, but I really believe that when I announced the fact that I was going to not renew my contract to the provost in October of last year, I did make him a promise at that point that myself and my co-teachers would leave the college with a competent, cohesive, and coherent cohort. And I really believe that we've done that. In the face of a lot of adversity this year, that they have stuck together. I'm so proud of them and the fact that they've done that. And I really believe that there's great things in store for this group of students that I've had the pleasure to work with. And I guess really the only point of advice that I would give them is really just to trust yourself. Just to know that what you're doing is right within yourself, that you're working ethically to promote your people, and that you're performing your job in an ethical manner. So trust yourself. That's what I would like to say.
Trust. Trust yourself, do the things that only you know best. Trust yourself. Trust yourself, do what's right, be second guess. Don't trust me to show you that. When you damn it only turn to rust. If you need somebody, you can trust. Trust. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to know the way. And trust yourself. may be only ashes and dust. If you want somebody you can trust yourself. Well, you're on your own. You always were in the land of wolves and thieves. Don't put your hope in a godly man, or you sway to what somebody else believes. Trust. And you won't want disappointed when people let you down. You know, you look for answers, but no answers can be found. Don't trust me to show you love when my mind only lust. If you want somebody you can trust.
Between me and Danny, so I couldn't see him. And we were a little ways apart from each other. And usually, I'm a lot more comfortable just looking at his eyes and at his fingers when he's playing.
Okay.
But I couldn't see him, and so it sounds like he started to play his harp over when I was singing, but then he quit. He was really good about that. We didn't really. We did these songs in really quick period of time, real quick period of time. First one,
cool.
2 takes, and then Rose came, and then Danny had rewritten how we were going to do "Simple Twisted Fate," and I couldn't sing it like he did. He had written a piano part for it, and it was just the way it's his style, but it wasn't fit into the way that I was thinking about the project and of what I'm comfortable singing. So I tried a couple of times to sing it like that. It wasn't working, and so then we just went back to what you see now, what you hear now.
Oh.
got in trouble, hit the road, left my gal and left my home. I heard that long wow wow whistle blow. Just a kid acting smart, I went and broke my darling's heart. I guess I was too young to know. They took me off the Georgia plain, they locked me to a ball and chain. That long wow wow whistle blow. All I do is feel ashamed. I'm a number, not a name. I heard that long wow wow whistle blow. I'll be locked in the cell till my body's just a shell and my head turns whiter than snow. I'll never see that gal of mine, 'cause I'm in Georgia doing time. I heard that long wow wow whistle blow. I'll be locked in the cell till my body's just a shell and my head turns whiter than snow. I never seen a gal of mine, 'cause I'm in Gallup doing time. I heard that long wow wow whistle blow. All I do is sit and cry as that evening train goes by. I heard that long wow wow whistle blow. Just a kid acting smart, I went and broke my darling's heart. I guess I was too young to know. It took me off the Georgia plain, locked me to a ball and chain. I heard that long wow wow whistle blow.
Scaring the children. Put your mask on. You're scaring the children.